only a small fraction of the magic that is the eternally beautiful, wonderfully gracious, and magnificently classy. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and get a round of applause to Miss Barbara Eden. This microphone here has the most cord that you can walk with. Barbara, how are you enjoying Lexington?
Very much, thank you.
Well, a lot of people have asked me, as her social media manager and often travel companion for various things, what is it like to be around Barbara Eden, both in public and out of public? And I have always said it is magic, because Barbara has embodied everything you can imagine, from joy and happiness to magic and excitement. And this is your opportunity to speak with her, ask her the questions that you have been wanting to ask as long as you can remember. And she is here to indulge your questions and to enlighten you and give you a look inside everything that has been her career in her life. So without any further ado, I would like to open up the panel, the floor, to those who may have questions. If you have one, do we have a microphone out here that can be used so Miss Eden can hear? Okay, well, let's just come over here. We'll come over here to the side. You have a question here?
Do you want me to say it from here?
Yes.
Okay. Miss Eden, when you filmed Flaming Star with Elvis Presley, did you hang out with him behind the scenes or sing with him or anything?
Oh my goodness, yes. Actually, let's stand up. When you film, especially a big picture like that, you're there many, many weeks, and there's a lot of time is spent putting the lights up and rehearsing. So yes, and I spent a lot of time with Elvis, and he was a delight, just a delight. He had his guitar with him, and his daddy.
Did he sing to you?
Well, he sang, not to me specifically. You know, we'd sit and he'd just he'd be picking on the guitar, and his friend also. He called him his cousin, and I believed him. And then later I was in the middle of a radio interview, and they had this man, I don't remember his name, on the phone from Tennessee, and I said, "Oh, you were his cousin," and he said, "Oh, you fell for that, didn't you?" I thought it was his cousin. It was his father. His father was there, but he'd sing, and they both sang. He loved his music. He loved his music, and he was also he cared about what he was doing. He cared about the fact that he had never done a serious role on film. And this was a very heavy, he played a half-breed, he didn't get the girl, he died. So it wasn't anything he'd ever done before. And he was so good. He was so good at it. But he cared, and that was the most important thing. As an actor, you have to, a lot of people don't care, and you can tell when you see them perform. But when you really care and you do your job, it's a beautiful thing, and he was a beautiful thing.
Speaking of caring, a lot of people have brought up and remembered and mentioned your appearance on I Love Lucy. And you relegated a story where Lucy cared so much about the quality of her show that she approached you about your costume that you had to wear and asked you if you liked it. Do you like that dress? Tell everyone a little bit about that moment where Lucy came to you and asked you about the dress.
Boy, I will. He's told the story.
No, there's more.
No, the I Love Lucy show was about the third job I had in Hollywood, and I had a very, very tight dress on, and it was, so I was her cousin. I played her cousin. I don't know if you've seen the show. Also, I had worked the week before with another very well-known female star who I adored until I worked with her. Yeah, I was shocked. I was just so shocked. I was very young too, you know. And when I came on the set, she came walking out, walked right up to me, looked at me, looked down, looked up, turned around, and walked back to her dressing room. And then she and her maid, the maid was in back of her. And needless to say, she wasn't very nice. She was not happy that I was there before I even opened my mouth. So when I came on the set with Lucy, I thought, okay, you're just going to take 10 deep breaths and do your job and rise above it, as my mother used to say. But Lucy couldn't have been more beautifully wonderful, kind, fun to work with. And again, she cared about what she did. But I was walking by her dressing room and she said, "Barbara, come here. And I did, and she said, "Do you like that dress?" And I said, "Yeah, oh, it's fine." I wasn't going to say anything wasn't right. It's good, it's wonderful. She said, "Take it off." And I thought, oh boy, here we go. Because the other woman had said different makeup, make her look older, make her look weird, you know. And so, okay, but so I took it off, put on my little robe, and we were rehearsing. And Lucy and her assistant sat there and put the I don't know what you call them when they put the sparkles on the gowns, you know, with the machine. And she spent a couple of hours just making my dress look better. Now that is a class act. Just lovely, lovely woman. I'll never forget her.
The question, right, gentleman in the hat with the leather jacket.
Yes, Barbara, one of my favorites, Andy Griffith show, is when you go on there and you're a manicurist. Can you talk about that and your experience and what it was like to be around that cast?
Oh, it was wonderful. They were wonderful.